Somehow On Air-Deraan returned.
That's right. After being extracted from a hostile zone by our former enemies, we are back to do another episode on the Bad Batch.
You can say that again.
Oh, God.
Here we are, your favorite On Air-Deraan boys, the only boys of On Air-Deraan.
The only. The one and only.
Yeah, the good boys named Luke and Freddy. Me being Luke, him being Freddy.
Whoa, that's who I am.
Go through your favorite Star Wars shows and freaking put everything into context that you didn't even know needs to be put in its place.
Yes. This is the show when we just talk about certain episodes of Star Wars media. And...
basically.
Yeah. And it never goes to plan, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Nah, it never goes off the rails.
Never ever. They're on air the rails. But to understand what the plan is and what the rails that we're sticking on are, we should move on very quickly to the start, the structure of the episode.
I am in immense pain right now.
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it.
It's my penance for coming up with the stupidest names for anything that exists.
Yeah, but first
okay.
we do the our Grand Admiral thoughts, which are like general thoughts but better because they're ours, obviously.
And then we move on from our non-spoilery thoughts to the very spoilery stuff.
Whoa.
Where in Crochet Granite, the most well-named segment ever.
The best name.
Yeah, we try to speedrun the plot as fast as possible.
Any percent.
We never ever spend 20 minutes in that segment at all.
Never.
That has never happened.
And we've never forgotten something that's pretty important, ever.
Yes. We have the same memory as elephants do. You know, the Grey Max Rebo species.
He's blue.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Elephants are blue. Are not.
Are not blue, yeah, sorry. So elephants are just grey Max Rebos. Well, if elephants are now, and Max Rebo was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, maybe elephants are descendants of Max Rebo.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Just like humans are descendants of humans from a different universe.
Whoa, the bees. That's what makes the relationship in the Bee movie more acceptable.
Yeah, if you just think about it.
Yeah, they're basically the same species.
Yeah, just on a slightly different level of evolution. It's like humans and Neanderthals.
Yeah.
It's completely fine.
If that's fine, then so should Barry B. Benson and... is her name Veronica?
I don't remember.
Whatever her name is.
The character played by Renee Zellweger.
Yes.
Of not Princess Diaries, but what is it called?
I have no idea.
Bridget Jones' Diary fame.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
A little bit. Is it weirder than the movie, though? That's beside the point.
I don't know why that movie was made. Like, I don't think it's got any redeeming qualities. Apart from maybe seeing a SWAT team arrest Winnie the Pooh. I think that is the best part. That montage is pretty funny.
Just Trank Winnie the Pooh arrest Sting for using a piece of bee anatomy as his pseudonym.
Okay, there are some redeeming qualities of the Bee movie. I never thought I'd ever say that, but it's true.
Thank you.
But moving on from the absurdity of the Bee movie, we must go into the absurdity of continuing up the Star Structure, and we do that with moving from the nitty-gritty. Moving from the nitty-gritty.
No. From Crochet Granite to nitty-gritty.
To the nitty-gritty. That's
You skipped our biggest segment.
I skipped the biggest segment, which is nitty-gritty.
It was intentional, obviously.
Yeah.
We never forget anything.
Oh my god.
You just thought that the opposite of crochet granite was just obviously going to be
Nitty gritty.
the thing where we do the opposite of speedrunning the plot, meaning that we take our time properly dissecting literally every facet of this episode.
Every frame.
And everything that is... Every frame a painting.
Yeah, the YouTube channel.
The Stanley Kubrick story.
Whoa, that too.
Oh, it is a YouTube channel.
It is. They stopped making videos.
I mean,
though.
I know it... Oh, that's a shame. I know that phrase as a lyric from the Stanley Kubrick part of an epic rap battle of history.
Oh. See, that is truly the best resource of understanding famous quotes.
Obviously.
Yeah, what else is there?
McClunky appears in one of them.
Oh god. But to be fair, that is
the most famous quote.
It is the most famous quote, so of all of Star Wars.
The most recognizable quote.
So that... Oh god. The most recognizable.
Yeah, but speaking of cursed things,
actually.
We talk about cursed things.
Got too many connotations.
And that's about it. Don't read into it too much. Unlike what we usually do in Nitty Gritty. Once again, speaking of cursed things, and you could say that it's good that we're moving on, even though you might be ambivalent to what we're talking about. Our next segment is all about, as I'm trying to insinuate and probably failing spectacularly, is about things that are good.
Things that are bad.
And it's also things that just kind of exist in a notable way. Yeah, in the middle. In other words, this segment is the light,
the dark, and the one in the middle.
The Bendu.
Indeed. The best segment, our Emmy Award-winning segment.
Yes. Our Czech Lion Award-holding thingy, where we highlight something we like, something we dislike, and something that we think is notable without being necessarily good or bad. Or, something different based on what we feel like that day.
Yeah, mostly whatever.
It's usually whatever. Like this podcast.
Whoa.
And that concludes our Star Destructure.
I'm glad you're embracing
thing that we've made.
It is.
I am embracing it so that it stops being funny.
Whoa. It just becomes a normal thing.
And you will never want to say it again.
Oh god, like every joke we make.
Yeah. It will be like the next sequel that is something bad.
Speed 2? Cruise Control?
Or like Speed 2 faking...
Oh something. Yeah, faking a speed.
Faking a speed.
Yeah.
That sort of a thing. That's a joke that we no longer make, fortunately.
Did we ever make it on Air-Deraan?
Mate, one of our episodes is literally called Faking Mark Hamill's Face. That's a direct reference to that joke.
Oh yes, Faking Mark Hamill's Face. That a reference to a joke that no one would get, but it's also stand alone.
Yeah, the cheese stands alone, as they say in the magic community.
The cheese stands alone.
The cheese. It's a Magic the Gathering card. Don't read too much into it.
Huh. Oh, I mean, that's peculiar, but okay.
Yeah. It's probably based on something. But anyway, we should make sure that we're just below the 11-minute mark and move on to our first proper segment of the show, which is Grand Admiral Thoughts. And on that note, what did you think of this episode, Freddy man?
Whoa, what did I think? I thought it was a really good episode. So this episode was episode 9, Common Ground, I believe. And I think it was one of the best episodes of this season so far.
Even though it was, in fact, episode 10.
Was it?
Indeed.
Oof. I thought it was episode 9.
Nope.
Oh, how many times do I have to be wrong? The years that the Academy wasted.
Oh, just like the simulations, you always messed up.
Yeah. But honestly, I did think it was really good. I really enjoyed it. And it was a beautiful episode as well.
It was beautifully animated, beautifully choreographed, I think. They did cool things.
Yeah.
It was more of a, I would say, character episode than a story episode, but I think that's fine.
There are some gripes I have that are kind of spoilery, though.
That is very fair, and we'll get to them in due course.
Whoa! In Dune, the book, and maybe movie course.
Ooh, in Dune course, in Poodoo course.
Poodoo course, yes.
Jedi Poodoo.
So, you thought along similar grounds then?
Not necessarily. I'm not too sure what you're referring to, but it is suffice to say that, there is literally nothing in the universe that is absolutely perfect.
Yeah, apart from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
I mean, yes.
Let's be realistic.
That goes without saying.
But so you weren't as enamored in this episode as I was.
Oh no, I mean, I liked it a lot, but I don't know if I would put it at the top of the series.
I don't think it's the number one of the series. I still think episode 2 was better.
I don't know if we've had this kind of a discussion, but one could say that this was a perfect episode of Bad Batch in that it's like a very good encapsulation of everything the series does and wants to be.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't know that it had like standout moments that set it apart from other episodes that may not be as flawless, but are more maybe impactful, maybe memorable.
Yeah.
No, like, for example, like Mr. of a Thousand Moons. Probably as far from flawless as an episode of Clone Wars has been.
Yeah.
But we keep talking about it. We keep bringing up Jabo Hood. And I don't know if we're going to be talking about Senator Avi Singh that much.
So you think Senator Avi Singh is the Jabo Hood of Bad Batch?
No, I'm saying he's like the complete opposite.
Oh, okay.
Better character, most likely in every way, but I don't think he has the staying power.
He didn't have a memorable line like 30 tried and 30 died.
He was more like, well, I never liked that bot anyway. That's probably his most memorable line.
Yeah, some people can use that as like
anti-drug message.
Anti-drug message. I never liked that pot anyway.
When weed becomes illegal in your state.
Yeah, thank you, RV Singh.
Yeah. I did like him, even though his design was a little strange. But
we'll get onto that later. I've got a few things to say.
I'm not sure if this senator has existed before, so I don't know if saying his name and his presence is a spoiler.
Well, I don't think he exists. I think he's a new creation.
Yeah, I think all the characters on the planet we've
seen, yeah,
people.
They're all new.
Yeah. But do you have anything more you want to bring up in your non-spoilery thoughts before we actually explain what we're talking about?
I don't really have any further thoughts. Then we can go on.
Fair enough. So, do you want to start our journey through the crochet granite then?
Of course. So we start as every successful mission ends totally by getting the what's it called?
The Markiplier mix.
Markiplier mix. Yeah, you get the Markiplier mix as every episode has always done, and then the Bad Batch was saying, "Oh yeah, we can't do another mission because Omega's been through a lot because she has," and then they go into Sid's bar. And Sid's like, I've got a mission for you. And then they say, okay, let's do the mission. And then they leave Omega behind with Sid to look after her.
Yeah, in spite of her protesting, or, however you pronounce that word.
Yeah. But what was the mission about? What was the context of the mission then, Luke?
Well, we learned that at the very beginning of the episode. That on a certain planet that might be familiar to you called Raxus, Senator Avi Singh is pressured by the Empire to calm the people and say that the Empire is taking over in a completely peaceful and just way. But he doesn't want to bend the knee. He doesn't want to do what freaking half the people in... he wants to pull a Dorn. He doesn't... in Game of Thrones, as... I'm taking this from the complete wrong side. I do apologize. I'm messing up the sanctity of this segment. He has a plan. He, instead of telling the people to calm down and follow the orders, he just says, Empire bad, don't follow what they're saying.
Yeah.
And instruct his droid, GS8, to call assumedly directly Sid to get someone to get this boy out of capture.
Yeah, and the people that Sid calls is the Bad Batch, the eponymous Bad Batch. No, the titular Bad Batch.
I think though that means the same.
Oh. Never mind.
I do think that
either way, the Bad Batch take up the mission and leave Omega behind. Because the best thing to do after a traumatic... The best thing to do after a traumatic event is just leave the person alone with a lizard woman.
Yeah, with a lizard woman that specifically tells you not to trust her. Yes. Hunter starts out with having some problems with taking this mission because Raxus, if you didn't know, used to be the place where the Separatist Senate used to be housed. It was the center of the Confederacy of Independent Systems, the CIS, if you will. And having been called there by a droid, also a potential red flag for someone who used to fight the Confederacy. But Sid waves the death they have to her in their faces and forces them to go anyway.
Exactly. So they end up begrudgingly going and meeting at rendezvous with the droid, correct?
Indeed. And but fortunately, when they do actually meet, they start working together quite well, quite fast.
Yeah, the droid says that she likes them.
That they didn't want to hear all the niceties and went straight to the point. And the point was, sneak through the stronghold, get Senator out, and leave with a few shenanigans on the way. Which included commandeering a grey-painted ATTE.
Yeah. It led to some really cool chasing through the streets of Raxus, or Raxagopolis, or whatever the city was called, sorry. I already forgot.
Raxalon.
Raxalon.
Which I remember because it sounds like Rassilon.
Whoa! Mr. Timothy Spall. No, not Timothy Spall. Timothy Dalton.
Yeah. Mr. The Other Bond, who isn't a blue man.
Mr. Skinner.
Yes. I don't know any more of his roles.
No, neither.
I was going to say, Mr. Then maybe you shouldn't be living here. But no, that's Thrawn. Remember? The best piece of acting that Pierce Brosnan ever did?
I mean, there's many bad pieces of acting.
What goes on in this town is none of your business. As long as I'm living here, it is. Then maybe you shouldn't be living here.
I honestly do not remember.
It's a thing that Mr. Sunday Movies used to be obsessed with. So I thought you would.
No, I can't remember.
Buy me a pint.
Yeah, but I swear that wasn't actually. I thought that was a impression. Was it? Or was that him doing an accent?
Yeah, the way they did it was much more much more bad than it's in the movie. It's not that bad in the movie at all.
Yeah.
Just as buy me a pint.
Hmm.
Who knows what it actually was?
Who?
But sorry, we are technically still in Crochet Granite, so I am once again doing a bad.
We must once again move on because they used the TE to shield their escape through a blasted out wall, which do not use the Chekhov bombs. They just used other bombs.
They did use a Chekhov pot, though, a little bit.
Oh,
earlier.
yeah, there was a Chekhov pot.
The same one that we discussed. Yeah, which, was painfully obvious that it would happen, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah. Was enjoyable.
It was probably obvious to me because now looking for Chekhov's things is apparently my thing now.
Where you do the media.
And I am Czech.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they blast through a wall and they run out. The senator is hesitant to leave his people. He does have that rebellious nature in him after all. But he is quickly, what do you call it? Convinced that he's no use to his people when he's dead.
Yeah, exactly. He can be a better guy in exile. Senator in exile. Remember Senator in exile Ghoul Travis?
I do not.
From Rebels.
Unfortunately, it's been a while.
He turned out
Was he the senator of Lothal?
Yeah, he turned out to be a bad guy.
I think I remember him. Did he lead the people to the sewers?
Yeah,
sorry, not sewers.
It was the maintenance tunnels. Yeah,
maintenance tunnels, same as on Mandalore and on Pantora, was it?
Exactly. Yeah, and then he got the ghost crew trapped and stuff.
I remember exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah. He goes straight to Sid, and we find out what Omega was doing while the Beat Bitch was on Raxus.
Yeah, she was gambling.
Yeah. She learned how to gamble, she learned how to stand up for herself, and she learned how to haggle and everything.
Yeah, she is a better haggler than the Bad Batch.
Yeah. And we do find out that she's an exquisite strategist.
Yeah. She is very good at the game. What's it called?
The Jarek.
The Jarek, yeah. She's very good at it.
Yeah. And when she confronts Hunter about leaving her behind all the time and gambling and not keeping low profile, Hunter, realizes a little bit that he was unfair to her and that she is super capable. So he's like, well, okay, kid, play me at the Jarek then, and if you can beat me, I will never leave you behind ever again.
Yeah.
As we fade to credits.
Yeah, we never see who wins.
I think that that is made because it's implied that Omega will easily defeat him.
Oh yeah, because Hunter has a bit of a smooth brain.
Not necessarily that, but I think he just wants her to properly earn it, but I don't think that he is super good at space chess anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it was literally just to not give it to her outright, but basically
I have no idea how that space chess works anyway.
it has 6 buttons to do everything. I don't think it has actual rules.
No, it doesn't make much sense. But it works internally, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's not something you have to worry about.
No, it's not it's not a plot hole, whatever people say.
Yeah, no. Although let's switch on smoothly to nitty gritty and talk about the fact that the Jarek has four sets of buttons, so it's probably an up to 4-player game.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
4-player chess. Can you imagine that?
I mean, I remember the episode of Big Bang Theory when Sheldon creates 3-player chess.
I do not remember that. Wouldn't it make more sense for there to be 4-player considering there's 4 sides? There's not 3 sides unless you have a triangular chessboard.
It wasn't a real game that would work anyway. It was barely even chess anymore.
Do you remember 3D chess?
It was like full of releasing bees and everything.
I
do remember 3D chess.
Yeah, 3D chess.
Don't worry about it. It's Big Bang Theory. It was just stupid.
3D chess was in Star Trek, wasn't it?
Indeed. And there's also a time-traveling 4D chess that you can play on your computers.
There is a video of Paul Rudd playing 4D chess against Stephen Hawking. It's a pretty amazing video. It's like it's really quite funny. So look that up if you want. I think it's Paul Rudd versus Stephen Hawking in quantum chess.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, because everything's
quantum. Was it like an
quantum.
SNL bit?
I think it's some kind. Yeah, it's a bit for something, but I can't remember what. There was a laugh though.
But there is like an actual game of chess where you can like go into different dimension versions of the chessboard, and you can play your pieces into like past versions of the board and stuff like that. It seems very complicated, and I don't know if it's balanced at all, but it exists.
Interesting. I'll be terrible at it. I'm bad at normal chess.
I'm barely skilled enough to play checkers.
Well, how about Moravians?
Anyway, let's
terrible.
talk about something else.
Yeah, so
it's not worse than any of the other jokes we make.
Yeah,
if we're being real.
Let's go on to talk about the Senator. Because you said about the Senator.
You had some problems with him, did you say?
I didn't think his voice completely matched with his design. He was incredibly soft-spoken. I don't know, like, you can have him be soft-spoken, but it just didn't, I don't know, it just didn't mesh well with his, like, I don't know.
I thought he looked alright. He kind of reminded me of the Clone Faces, to be honest.
No, I wasn't bothered.
Like to me.
I wasn't really bothered with the design. I just thought that the voice wasn't done in a way to fit the design.
Like imposing or anything, you mean?
I don't think it needed to be imposing. I just don't think it fit. That's all I can really say.
It's fair enough. I don't think I got any of that vibe from him, like a bad sort of mismatch. I thought that it fit his character quite well. How he just wanted what's good for his people.
Yeah, I think it also fit with his character. But I feel like it was all out. All three of those things need to fit together in a visual media.
I thought that his design was his low point from me. Like, I thought that his voice was good, he seemed... I don't know, he seemed quite goofy. Like with a...
What, do you mean the character model? That's what I was saying.
Yes.
Because he's got a weird monocle.
Like his, clothes. Yeah. Monocle that seemed to be attached to his hat or something?
Yeah, the hat was very... have you seen, like, Mobius art?
Mobius?
Yeah. Like the inkle and stuff. Well, in a lot of his art, a lot of his, like, future characters have hats like that, so I think that might have been an inspiration. I don't know. But like what I mean is like the character design, like his clothes and stuff. They looked a lot they looked quite pompous. I didn't really think that fit with his voice very well. That's what I meant.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you know who voiced him, by the way?
I do not, but I feel like I recognize it.
He was voiced by Alexander Siddig, who you might know as Doran Martell from Game of Thrones.
Whoa!
Hence why I tried to go for that failed bit about him not bending the knee.
Oh! That makes sense.
The Martells refused to subjugate. He also played Ra's al Ghul on Gotham, which
that's a show
I care about. It's my favorite DC show.
Does that say much though?
Well, Harley Quinn is really good.
There's a Harley Quinn show?
Yeah.
Since when?
Mr. Sunday Movies praised it to high heavens. It's animated.
Oh. I don't think that counts, does it?
But it's like very, very good.
Yeah.
She's voiced by Kaylee Cuoco.
Who's that? Am I dumb?
Penny.
Penny, oh.
Penny.
Oh,
Penny.
God.
How many Big Bang Theory references are we going to make this week?
Well, I just want to... well, we're going to have a theory probably later. We always have theories.
Definitely, and probably some castings.
Whoa. Big casting.
Who can we cast Jim Parsons as? Jim Parsons obviously being Sheldon Cooper.
Oh, God. I don't know. I've never seen him not do a character like that, though. That's the thing.
So, what if we go like the opposite? I was about to say Thrawn, but he's
oh my
still,
God, no! Don't you dare! Sheldon Cooper Thrawn.
Thrawn is kind of like socially awkward.
Yeah, he is, like with the whole
not understanding politics and everything.
and not understanding
decorum.
that he was on a date with that other chess woman.
Yep. Yeah, but let's not do that. What if he was like young Palpatine?
I don't know. I'm looking at his face. I feel like he could play someone if he didn't have his Sheldon Cooper hair.
Yeah. What if he was Prince Shizor?
Oh, give him a mustache. He could be an X-wing pilot.
Ooh, you do have to have a mustache to be a proper X-wing pilot.
To be a proper one, yeah. Well, to be part of the Mustache Squadron.
If you want to die, you have to have a mustache.
Yeah, Porkins had a beard
I feel all
as well.
the pilots with mustaches. Biggs freaking died. He had a nice mustache.
Yeah. It's Star Wars Explain's favourite character. He's like mega obsessed with Biggs.
Biggs Darklighter.
Yeah. What a name.
Oh, wow. Best name in the business.
Yeah, to be fair, we're obsessed with some weird characters still. Like Oromarco and, Pruneface that is.
Yeah, and Lockderd.
Oh my God.
The rest of the Paperclip Club.
Yeah. The German guy, the German scientist guy, Nouveau Vindi.
Yeah.
Yes. You got to have Paperclip Club.
Yeah. Good old Clippies is what I call them.
Well, I didn't realise that...
What were we talking about?
We're talking about the Senator. I didn't realise he was voiced by him. But he definitely did not sound like the normal people they get to voice characters in Bad Batch and Clone Wars. I could tell that it wasn't...
In what way do you mean?
I could tell that it wasn't like a voice actor. Does that make sense? Not that it was bad, but I could tell that it wasn't.
Yeah, I think so. It felt... Yeah, he's like a fairly big name actor that they I guess got.
Yeah.
It might mean that he will show up again, unless it was just a cameo.
Maybe.
Because,
I find it strange how they did give him a goofy design, considering he's a big name actor.
Well, he's a royal. Like, remember freaking Queen Amidala?
Yeah.
That's a goofy design.
Remember the Rebel base?
That's a goofy design.
Yeah.
Remember Goofy? That's a goofy design.
Whoa. Remember his son?
Max? Of course I do. From Goofy Movie and an extremely Goofy movie.
Whoa. Are they canonically set in the same universe as Star Wars? Who can say?
Who knows?
Who
It's
knows?
all Disney.
It's all Disney.
Imagine, though, if they made like a... What's it called? House of the Mouse or Mouse House 2022 remake. You know how canonically, like Mickey Mouse and Donald are all actors that act into shorts.
Yeah, I think
And
we
now you will
discussed this
see, like,
off
freaking-
Air-Deraan.
Yeah, but in this new version, you would see like Han Solo and Hondo Ohnaka hanging out with them.
Oh my
with
god.
Mickey and Lumiere from
if they make it so
those
canonically all of the Star Wars characters are actors for Star Wars, I would hate that.
I mean, they did it for like the other Disney movies. Why not Star Wars?
No.
I mean, there is a good reason why not, but why not?
Yeah. The
Tony Stark be there too?
Oh no! That reminds me about the Imperial doing the whole occupation thing, and her name was Captain Bragg, which I found amusing.
Indeed. Yeah, very braggadocious.
Yeah.
I looked her up. She is a new character, but there has been a Captain Bragg before.
I thought there might have been.
In Star Wars Galaxies.
Whoa! Star Wars Galaxies, that's that game.
Yeah. He also has a design that makes him look in Earth terms as of East Asian descent, and he's from Naboo.
Naboo?
Naboo.
Whoa.
One of the most ethnically diverse planets in Star Wars.
I got a feeling
apparently.
all the planets are ethnically diverse.
They should be, but we don't know that.
Well, I feel like Naboo is the planet we've seen most of. I just want to say, Raxus has an awful lot of Pantorans living on it.
It's probably because Bad Batch just has Pantorans all over the place.
Yeah, there's so many Pantorans everywhere. I was like, what the? We haven't seen any Pantorans in Clone Wars, and now there's a bazillion of them.
Well, we've seen
there were Mandalorians
four of them
on the Raxus. Did you see them? There were Mandalorians there.
I did not see
As
them.
in ones from the like updated models of citizens of Sundari.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
I'm like, what?
It was a pretty diverse place.
Yeah. Well, I think it did a pretty good job of showing like Raxus, the city, looking pretty nice actually. It looks a lot more idealistic than Coruscant.
It definitely was like the most positive light that we've seen the Separatists in. Even, and I am counting Heroes on Both Sides.
Heroes on Both Sides did a similar thing though. It seemed
yes.
Like even the droid soldiers in Raxus was shown to be like, can I help you with your luggage? Type stuff with Ahsoka, I think.
Okay, maybe not quite as much as that, but like this was literally just the planet oppressed by the Empire. The fact that they were separatists. Like these ones, probably because they were separatists, they fought back more than like Ord Mantell.
Yeah.
Or maybe not Ord Mantell, but one of the other ones.
Yeah. And I do think it's interesting that they are kind of showing, like we know that the separatists, the people in the Confederacy of Independent Systems, are actually kind of in the right because they said that the Republic was corrupt, and it is corrupt. And they said that there's too much corporate influence in the Republic, which is also true. But the problem is that it was Count Dooku, who was the head of the Confederacy of Independent Systems, sort of.
Yeah. He
ignored the Separatist Parliament most of the time and had his own council of corporate board members, basically, who actually called
the people
the real
that we
shots.
saw on Geonosis.
Yeah, and the people who Anakin kills on Mustafar. They were the real big shot. They were like the secret big shots of the Separatists.
The deep state, if you will.
Unironically, they were the deep state of the Separatists.
Is that what George Lucas was talking about in the prequels?
Oh my god.
Possibly. George Lucas, people don't want to say, but he's a pretty political person.
He is. He's very left-wing.
Indeed.
And has always
Hence,
been.
as we've said like 20 times, the Neimoidians are the freaking Republicans.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly. We're just some unfortunate voice acting in the first movie they were in.
Yeah. It's not as bad in the Czech dub where they sound Polish.
Yeah, apparently in the Japanese release they sound Russian.
It's basically Yeah, they just change it to an accent that people don't like, apparently.
Oof.
I don't know why it was the Japanese and English, but that's how they change it.
Yeah, that's how they do it. Talking of...
But,
oh, sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to be talking about voices. There was like one more guest voice actor in this episode.
Was that the droid?
It was the droid.
How can I tell?
I mean, it might just be that she was... it was another fairly sassy female-coded droid. Kind of like L33T.
Yeah. I thought it was
but I was immediately like...
L337.
Pardon. Well, yes, L3337. But I was like, why am I getting Phoebe Waller-Bridge vibes from this droid? And I wasn't too far off, actually. Because GS8 was voiced by Shan Clifford, the other star from Fleabag, opposite of Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Ah, interesting. That's pretty cool. So this was like the guest star episode.
Basically. Which makes me like hope that they will be more important later, because like working with a senator of a separatist like rebelling planet might be an important plot point.
Well,
even though I don't think it will based on how it looked, I hope that it could still be.
Yeah. Was Captain Bragg voiced by anybody?
Captain Bragg was voiced by Shelby Young, who does like a lot of voice acting for like Forces of Destiny.
Oh, okay.
She played Princess Leia on there, and someone named Nisa.
Nisa?
And and a bunch of quote-unquote additional voices for like Mandalorian and some games.
Additional voices, that's my favourite character in Star Wars voices. Indeed. I mean Star Wars Visions. Oh, damn. I got it wrong again.
You think of Marvel voices, or maybe DC voices.
I keep getting it wrong.
No, Marvel voices is where they spotlight like LGBT and minority creators, which is a good way to freaking make a book that no one will buy instead of giving them proper jobs.
Whoa.
Bit of a soapbox here.
Political. I kid. But
get your politics into my Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that reminds me, talking of politics, I was wrong about the Primeval thing. Jess, my friend Jess informed me that when I said about the Primeval a few weeks ago, about the skeleton, I was wrong.
With bone boobs?
Yeah, that's not true. In the actual episode, it was that they were looking at a skeleton and they were worried that it was their friend, but then they checked the ribs and the skeleton had an even amount of ribs, and they said that's a male skeleton because a female skeleton has an odd number of ribs because it has one less rib. So it's still just as wrong.
Is that real?
No, that's not true. That's not how ribs work.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they said that in Primeval.
That's weird.
Yep.
Was it maybe that one character that had fewer ribs? Like Marilyn Manson?
Oh yeah, no, the classic 3 ribs removed of Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
I'm sure
so that he could clip his toenails easily.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he did it.
See, every mother loves him.
Yep. The darling of everyone, Charles Manson.
Charles Manson.
What? Sorry, what?
You said Charles Manson. Uh-oh.
No, I didn't. I definitely didn't. Check the tapes. I didn't say Charles Manson.
Whoa.
I'm gonna edit it out so that I actually didn't say Charles Manson. Even though I said it on purpose.
There were a few things that I did want to say that I was sad about. And that was the way everything was neatly wrapped up with the Raxa stuff. Because I feel like they're never going to return to it. You said they might return to it, but I don't think they ever will.
I don't know about return to Rax. Well, I guess if you followed the line of the storyline of the Senator, you would have to go back to Raxus. Yeah, it was very neatly wrapped, and there was like zero evidence of like any rebellion. Not even like people like talking about anything.
I'm sure
like,
the people
literally
forming rebellion in their homes would have got blown up by all the ATTEs.
Yeah, because of the Bad Batch.
Yeah, thanks, Bad Batch.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a little strange. Like after everyone is corralled out of the courtyard, like I don't think you even see any more civilians.
No, you don't. I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yeah, which was that scene from the trailers, and I do apologize. It was definitely not a military parade at all. Even though we've already established that I was wrong, now it is 100% certain. Remember when I thought that scene when there's like the ATT walking through the people, that it was a military parade?
Yeah, I thought it could have been as well. I think there will be no, that was
this.
Are you sure? I thought I could have sworn there was a military. Yeah. Well, that means I was wrong too.
No, you told me that I was wrong when we were talking about it.
Oh.
Specifically about this scene.
Well, I guess I was double wrong.
There are still like 6 episodes to go, so...
Maybe there will be a military parade.
I think. Maybe there will be.
Or was that there a military parade on Pantora? I can't even remember.
I don't think so.
Oh, never mind.
Like, I haven't seen the mid-season trailer, so I don't know if they showed anything there.
Neither.
But,
I don't want to. I don't want to get spoiled.
I think that at this point we've ran out of pretty much everything that was in the first 2 trailers.
Yes, we have by now.
They might be like a tiny thing or two, but...
I don't want to check the mid-season trailer, just in case.
Same.
Because what if it's like, oh my god, you're gonna go to... What's a planet? What's a cool planet?
Dagobah.
Oh my god, what if they meet Yoda? What if they intercept Yoda while he's going to Dagobah? And then Yoda says, Omega, skilled you are in strategy. Want to play the Jarek?
Are you sure that skilled in the Force you are? How about you wear the Darth Vader armor and hang out in this cave, and I will give you a little bit of facial surgery to look a little bit like no one in particular.
Whoa. It's like, know someone your age, I do. Here is young Han Solo.
How would you feel about the name Bigger Luke?
Oh my god! Omega is Bigger Luke?
Confirmed.
Oh my god. That makes some... That's an idea. I don't know what to say to that. Because, like...
What if Omega is the Boba Fett that falls into the Sarlacc pit?
Oh my god. I also realised that the revelation last week, we did not make a single Boba Fett being Alpha Chad joke. Because he is. He's the Alpha.
That is true. Yeah. We have the Beta Scugs, who are the Bad Batch.
Yeah, and then Boba Fett, who is the Alpha.
And Omega, who is the Omega.
Oh god. Yike.
That's her name.
It is her name.
Well, it's... I am getting now the vibe that she might choose a name by the end of this.
What's a character that we know that's blonde, and we don't know her origin?
Is Big Nose Lady in the sequel trilogy blonde?
I thought that her hair was grey. Are you saying that they're going to make Omega into the only canonical lesbian? So therefore, there can't be two lesbian characters. They're actually the same one.
No. Yeah.
That would be the biggest FU imaginable.
Yeah. No, I don't remember anyone who's blonde. Sadly.
Yeah. What if
It's probably best if she is just herself and
Crix
not
Nadine.
secretly, I don't know.
Crix Nadine?
No.
You're
No.
shooting down my theory so quick you didn't even think about it. It's so clearly a fake
She has
beard.
much better hair than Crix Nadine.
I know, but it's clearly
Okay,
a
fair
fake
enough.
beard.
Isn't it also in canon that he was freaking
He was an
Imperial
Imperial, yeah.
commander?
And he got let out in, I think, Dark Forces. You free him.
I don't remember that, but it's feasible.
Yeah. So
good
either
stuff.
Bigger Luke or Crix Nadine.
Those are the only two people she could be.
Either that or she has to die. Look, I hate being
Yeah.
that guy, but where was she in the original trilogy? I know I used to say this about Ahsoka and Captain Rex as well. I was like, when I was watching the Clone Wars, when I didn't like Ahsoka, I would just go, when is Ahsoka gonna die? She needs to die quickly. I wrote a letter to Lucasfilm as well, asking that.
Ha!
So it was in the same
Kids,
letter when
am I right?
It was when I was 10 years old. I wrote our letter to Lucasfilm asking them to cancel Star Wars: The Clone Wars and make a show set during the reign of the Empire, because I thought it was more interesting. That's not even a joke.
Wow.
I even directed it to George Lucas himself. I said, "Dear George Lucas," I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's probably not that bad. They probably get like dozens of them every day.
Yeah, I got a feeling it probably didn't make it to America.
Yeah. If anything, it's way less embarrassing than the comments that are on literally every single Star Wars YouTube channel video.
That is also true.
Still!
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
It's been, what, 5 months?
Yeah. It's still going on. It's shocking in a way.
Yeah. It's definitely bots, because there's no way that actual sane people would like log on there and do it like manually
Every
time,
single
right?
upload. It's ridiculous. There's no way anyone can do that. Unironic.
Yeah,
like,
there's no way anyone. Yeah.
you gotta be self-aware.
Even ironically.
Yeah, you gotta like realize.
Even
like,
ironically.
take a long, hard look at yourself and realize you're a bloody loser if you do that kind of stuff.
I was looking for the Star Wars YouTube channel and I typed YouTube into the YouTube search bar.
That's
very smart.
That is a big brain move right there. You're definitely gonna get
Yeah.
YouTube if you type
I mean, yeah.
in YouTube.
Right, from 18 hours ago. Well, at least the like to dislike ratio is not that bad. But it has 15,000 views and 1,000 comments, and pretty much all of them are exactly what you expect.
Seriously.
Hashtag fire Kathleen Kennedy, hashtag justice for Gina.
God damn it. These people need to get friggin' life.
Yeah.
I know we're making a Star Wars podcast, but at least we're not being toxic.
No. Yeah, it's very different what we're doing.
Yeah. God damn it. Some people friggin'...
Anyway.
Ugh.
Some people really like make me choke.
Hey, be careful
bad
not
way.
to choke on your aspirations, Luke.
Okay, Vader.
Whoa. Okay,
Anywho.
Darth Dad.
Darth Daddy.
Whoa. It's like Captain Nida. It's like, Daddy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I let the Millennium Falcon get away. Ooh.
No, I will stay here. I will take full responsibility for these actions. No one else but me can get choked by Daddy Vader. Daddy.
Daddy Vader. No. We're ruining Star Wars.
Chaddy Daddy.
Chaddy Daddy Vader.
How can I ruin them? Kathleen Kennedy already did that. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm being satirical.
Whoa, you're being a
Which is what
content
all the-
creator.
Yeah, I'm being a skeptic.
Oh, whoa, I fucking hate alleged skeptics sometimes.
Yeah.
They're
Oh
annoying.
well. Let's let's get the politics out of our Star Wars for now.
Whoa,
and
let's
talk
get
about
back
something.
to Star Wars.
Let's get back to politics and Star Wars. What else is there to talk about?
Yeah, what else is there in Star Wars?
Yeah, like, as I said, I feel like this episode was just very, very good, but didn't necessarily have too many talking points to it, because it was just good character stuff, good action stuff, and we talked about all the Separatist stuff.
Yeah.
What does that leave us with?
There's not much. I mean, it looked beautiful. I think the set, like the scene, like at the start, was the best looking Bad Batch had been.
It's not unlikely at all. You know. And we also have to hold back on praising too much because we don't want to take away from our last Sigmolt.
That is true.
I definitely said Sigmolt on purpose.
Yeah, totally on purpose. But yeah, that's the thing with this episode is that it was good, but like, I think we need to discuss this negative. I think is a negative, even though it may be in light side, dark side, one in the middle, the Bendu, and that is just the fact that Omega was left behind almost for no real reason.
Yeah, again.
Like, I don't see why Omega couldn't have been there. Because, I mean, yeah, you can say, well, she was left there because the Bad Batch were worried about her. And I was like, yeah, but they're only worried about her because that's what the writers wrote.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, that was going to be my dark side, but why not talk about it now?
We do need to discuss.
It's complex. Like, she has been through some traumatic stuff, but she was completely fine by the looks of it. And on one hand, I get it. Like, Hunter's arc is balancing the role of a father with the role of a commander, which he's not doing the best job of.
No,
it kind of feels like he learns the same lesson. Kind of feels like he has to learn the same lesson every time.
Yeah, like he's still
it's the same thing from. Yeah,
he chastised her,
and like had to be reminded that he shouldn't like.
It's like, bro,
make her cry all the time. By Sid, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Sid tells him to lay off her. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And it's literally like the same thing from the Rancor episode.
Yeah, the Moochie episode.
Yeah, the Beta Skug episode. What is it called? It wasn't the Rescue.
Beta Cummies, I don't know.
Did you actually just say that?
No, I didn't. It was an error in my Audacity recording.
Okay, so we had Aftermath, we had Cut and Run, we had Replacements, and after that we had.
Was it A Friend in Need? No, that was a different episode. That was a Clone Wars episode.
Yeah, that was the episode with.
Bo-Katan.
Was that the first Spunk Stone? Oh, never mind then. It probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean it's only an episode that we talked about.
Whatever.
Oh well.
Whatever. I'm just gonna Google it.
Yeah, I'm checking our YouTube channel.
It was the episode where you put B word on the thing.
Was it?
Cornered. No, that's not the one.
No, it's not Cornered.
Probably not.
Rampage.
Cornered was Fennec Shen. Rampage, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the one where I put Shizor on. That was the first appearance of Sigmolt.
It was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Whatever comes around goes around. Is it the other way around? I can't remember.
What goes around comes around.
Whatever goes around comes around.
Sure. Some dog content apparently. Not sure if that was audible.
Is that it was Audible original. Luke's dog.
Yes.
To be fair, you can probably sell dog.
I don't think we're on
Audible.
sell dog on Audible.
Yeah.
Like dog ASMR.
No, I don't want to listen to dog ASMR. That sounds terrible.
I don't want to listen to any ASMR.
Why don't we could make one where we talk about our favorite Star Wars.
Our favorite Star Wars, Bad Batch, and the bits we like, the bits we dislike. No, we probably should finish talking about Hunter's and Omega's dynamic, because I don't think.
Oh yeah. Like, it was just weird. She didn't need to be left behind, and Hunter at one point in the episode forgets that Omega's not even there.
Yeah, I think that was not my favorite moment. I don't think. It was a little strange, but it does make me think like this will be the final time that he even thinks about leaving her behind.
Or he better be, if they do the same thing next week.
And he did literally promise that, like, if she beats him, which I don't doubt that she will.
Oh my god! I hope Hunter doesn't beat her.
I think if he did, they would make it a part of the episode.
I think if they did, I think Omega would get taken away from him. I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke.
Oh, right. I understand what you said. It wasn't that bad.
Bad Batch.
Ooh. More like Good Batch.
Oh my god.
The good, the batch, and the ugly.
Whoa. Is the ugly Sid?
Yes.
Plain and simple, it's an objective fact.
Simple and clean.
Talking about objectivity, I just want to say, the BBC did an
what is this? An objective opinion?
Whoa. The BBC did an article. I think it was like a Talking Points article when they try and be neutral. Like, but it was pathetically neutral in this case because it was the positives and negatives of global warming.
Oh, God.
And it was like, one of the things was literally new tourist attractions available. I was like, oh my god. I swear that's one of the things H-Bomber Guy made fun of in his video.
Wow.
It's like, tourist attractions for who? For Aquaman?
If it was satire and all the positives they were making were made as jokes,
I don't think so.
Then it would be acceptable, but it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, it was like, oh, new oil fields available for Alaska and Canada. I was like, oh my god.
I mean, wouldn't it be fewer?
I think it's underwater oil. You can't get to through going through ice.
Well, if Netherlands get flooded, then Germany will have more access to the sea.
Wow, that's a positive. If the Netherlands gets flooded, there'll be no Netherlands.
That's no more red light districts in Amsterdam.
Whoa.
People will have fewer places to go get stoned.
The Senator Singh when the Netherlands gets flooded. I never cared for that pot anyway.
Now that's a Chekhov spot.
Yes.
Doubly so.
Yeah, we need to talk about the Chekhov spot because Hunter smashes a pot at one point when going through the senator's house, and then the droid saves another pot and is like, be careful with the pot, they're invaluable or whatever. And then Hunter's like, droids. It's like, huh. And then the droid just like goes along and like actually carries the pot for the rest of the episode during all the action sequences.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah. I did enjoy the droid at all. And in the end, the senator uses smashes the pot over the head of one of the clones to create a distraction.
Yeah, exactly. And hence when he says
his famous...
Yeah, his famous line.
I never cared for that pot anyway.
Yeah.
We have to say it many times because they get dividends every time someone does.
Whoa! There's a movie where that happens. I forgot. When they like get paid £20 for saying Burger King.
Is it like...
Or $20.
It sounds like something that would happen in Idiocracy.
It might have been, I can't remember. I remember seeing it on a Watch Mojo video like 8 years ago.
Yeah, that is around the time when I used to watch Mojo.
Yeah, God, I can't believe I used to. I think it took like about a month for me to like realize, what am I doing with my life? Why am I watching this?
I feel like we had this exact conversation on one of our episodes.
Maybe, or just in real life, Deraan. Oh my goodness, Deraan.
For a second, I would have sworn that I had a. Yeah.
Deraan Martel. On Air-Deraan Martel. And he voices Senator Singh.
We are Dorn.
We are Dawn. Yeah, the new dawn of the podcast.
Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn. Yes.
We are Paul Bettany.
Yeah, Paul Bettany is us. We're Beetroot Red. Or purple, as Thor said in that one short.
Who knows?
Remember that? That was weird.
The shorts when he was crashing on his friend's sofa.
Yeah, and he was like teaching kids about like the plot of Marvel, and he was like, "This weird purple man has the Mind Stone." Yeah.
Yeah, it was a while ago. That was way before even Ragnarok.
Yeah, because then for Ragnarok they released Team Daryl. For like what was going on during the No, that was Team Thor for during Civil War, and then when Thor Ragnarok came out, they did Team Daryl.
Yeah.
That's a blast from the past.
Good shit.
Yeah. Taika Waititi.
Civil War was when, like 5 years ago?
Oh my god. I think it might have been, yeah.
2016.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're old.
That's the first Marvel movie that I saw twice.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's
in the cinemas, anyway.
I think it's the first Marvel film I saw in the cinemas.
Huh. Fancy that.
Unless Guardians 2 came out first.
It didn't. That was 2017.
Okay. Yeah, then Civil War was the first Marvel film I saw in the cinemas.
My first was Thor. The first Thor.
For the first Thor. Not Thor the Dark Thor.
Thor, Remember the Destroyer.
That Destroyer thing.
Thor, Master Destroyer.
Yes, the classic line. From the first Star Wars.
The best line that Ewan McGregor ever did and is still saying.
He's still saying Master Destroyer. Do you reckon he'll say that in the Kenobi show?
Kenobi show. That's gonna be his catchphrase.
Master Destroyer.
That will be the thing that causes most laugh tracks to trigger. Since the Kenobi show is a sitcom, as we've established, legally distinct from Kenobi, or whatever it's actually called.
Oh yeah.
What is it called?
It's called Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, very different from the Kenobi show.
Yeah, it's like WandaVision but Star Wars. To be fair, that WandaVision but Star Wars is the Star Wars holiday special, like the original.
Yeah, kind of. I don't like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, minus the fact that it's not good.
And there's Wookiee porn in it.
It does have that. But technically it's not Wookiees. Technically it's humans.
Yeah, it's porn for Wookiees, not of Wookiees.
I know, it was just VR though. It wasn't necessarily just for Wookiees. It's just that Chewbacca's granddad just bought it. Or his dad, I can't remember.
Playing it like in the living room.
In the living room, yeah, so awkward. Yeah. I think they removed that
Grandpa.
Page. Oh, Grandpa, yeah. God. Oh. Not cool. It's not a good thing, the holiday special.
Yeah. Speaking of bad Star Wars, I hear that Star Detours won't be put on Disney Plus after all.
Really?
Yeah.
They put on like the Ewoks
good.
films. They put on droids.
Well, I don't think those are as poorly remembered as the show that never actually came out, Star Detours.
What, you saying, yo, why don't you, the Empire's pretty chill, why don't you join it or something? You're saying that isn't peak comedy?
Not necessarily, but what I'm saying is that there's a difference between Marvel re-releasing old stuff that probably isn't worth much anymore, and, Disney being the very first people to release something that may not be a big hit.
Yeah.
I'm saying it might be damaging to their brand around.
Oh, damaging to their brand. Yeah, I can imagine Star Detours would be damaging to their brand. Like, genuinely.
Because it would technically be new content.
Oh my god. Yeah, it doesn't have to be canon.
Not
though.
everyone is going to know that it was technically made like 10 years ago.
That is true. Oh.
If anything, most people won't know.
Why? That was one of George Lucas's last thing.
Yeah, it was.
So it was his last hurrah, Star Detours.
Last hurrah, more like last...
Something.
I don't have a joke.
The thing is that Star Detours is making me question if Robot Chicken Star Wars is actually good. I'm worried to rewatch it.
They are definitely not the same level of quality. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say that it's like objectively good, but I will say that it's better.
Because I used to find Robot Chicken and Robot Chicken Star Wars really funny.
Yeah,
and like
same.
when I think about it, it's still good.
Yeah. And I think that the main difference is that the Robot Chicken stuff, like some of the sketches were literally like 5 seconds long.
That is also true. Rather than like extended sequences.
Yeah, where nothing funny happens.
Yeah.
And yeah. So it's like all sketch comedy, like Monty Python that we keep coming back to. Like, they have so many sketches, like, you're not going to like all of them. No one is going to.
No, yeah.
But you're gonna get per
you
episode at least,
all of them.
Well, yeah, some of them are pretty probo, but, like, I meant, like, on a funniness scale. You're not going to find everything funny, but just because there are so many various things in there, something will strike a fancy. Which is what Robot Chicken is, where Star Detours was, like, 5 minutes of Zuckus and 4 LOM robbing Dexter's Diner and doing a bad job.
That sounds terrible.
And you're just stuck there. It was.
God, I'm glad I didn't watch it all. I only watched like short snippets of it. You know, like Yo, the Empire's
Was it all
pretty chill.
available to what we watched even?
No, it was like it was leaked, wasn't it? And then it was some parts of it were put on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Probably for the best that it wasn't properly released.
Definitely. Anyway, shall we talk about something better, like The Bad Batch now?
The Bad Batch? But it says bad in the name.
Whoa! Should we talk about something better, in other words, something good?
Oh. But what about something bad?
And maybe something...
in the middle?
It's a bit of both. The Bendu.
Whoa! Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So...
yeah, tell me about your light side, Freddy.
My light side, whoa. There's just too many. There's too many. There's a lot of light things in this episode, but I'm going to say, first and foremost, the fact that like the Confederacy of Independent Systems is being represented again in post-Clone Wars canon. I think that's interesting. I've always found it interesting how it works, how people perceive it, how they're just normal people with a oddly sizable Pantoran population. And they're just getting on with their lives.
And everything.
Yeah, well, there's some Ithorians there too, I can't remember.
Probably, it's just all the aliens that you see all over the place in the Bad Batch.
Yeah, like
which,
all the models they have.
Samey.
Yeah, it's samey, you're right. But
yeah.
I still think it's pretty cool.
That is, Yeah. Yeah. It's an aspect of like the Star Wars history and universe that like doesn't get addressed all that much.
Especially considering it's literally one of the main driving points of like the Clone Wars. It literally is the kind of the driving point.
Mm-hmm. Like most that I can remember from Separatists' existence even being addressed in like things that are set in like original trilogy is that one old Imperial commander in the TIE Fighter comic who calls rebels separatists.
Yeah.
Because she's used to that.
Which is akin to real life in the Crimean War when it was like Cardigan or something called the Russians French, even though the French were on his side.
As we've discussed before, and I almost used that example myself.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure I've heard it at least twice.
Probably both on the podcast.
Because we probably said it on the episode. Yep. But, you know, it was a long time ago in this galaxy, so...
Whoa, Star Wars Galaxies?
You listeners may have forgotten. Whoa, I've never played it.
Is the canonization of Star Wars Galaxies your light side?
No. It never happened.
True.
But yeah, I do like that we're touching upon separatists more, because they're just people, as we've talked about and you mentioned.
They're people with valid grievances, some grievances, and...
Whoa! At least one.
At least one Grievous. What if there's, like, Madame Grievous?
Ooh. What if we see the Mon Calamari Grievous?
Oh my, I hate that Mon Calamari Grievous. You know there's, like, Lady Dimarechu, or whatever her name is. What if there's, like, Lady Grievous?
From Resident Evil 8?
Yes.
Very different things, but,
have a General Grievous version of it.
Oh, just Grievous, but with a giant butt?
Yes. It's got a Grievous
all
butt.
that was left... All that was left of Grievous was, like, the eyes and the heart and the lungs. So all that's left of Grievous Dimitrescu is just the heart and the butt.
Yeah. God. Yeah. We've managed to keep it stable. What? His heart? No, his butt. That's so stupid.
Did you know that Lady Dimitrescu's butt has more polygons than the entirety of Resident Evil 1?
Is that a joke? Oh my.
That is real.
Jesus Christ. I don't understand.
I mean, it's partially because Resident Evil 1 had pre-rendered backgrounds, so...
That is true.
There weren't actually that many things that needed to have polygons.
Yeah.
And it was on PS1, so...
How can she be a vampire if everything's zombies? I don't understand.
She's not a vampire. She's like a... It's, there's like a bug that gives you some things, and she has like a blood disease, so she has to replenish her blood or something.
Why is she like
So she's not technically a vampire.
Yeah, and she's like 7 billion foot tall or something. 8 foot tall.
It's a byproduct of fast cellular regeneration.
Yeah. I honestly didn't realize
She's
there
like
was
a failed
any
experiment.
thought. I just thought she was a thing in Resident Evil 8. I kind of forget those games have story.
I mean, yeah, they have a lot of lore.
Remember Spanish Napoleon?
Spanish Tiny Napoleon?
Yeah,
from Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
That's the game I know the least about, except that he's like the most beloved, I think.
Was that the one set in Africa, or was that Resident Evil 5? That was Resident Evil
5.
5, yeah.
Yeah. That people were saying is racist because the zombies are black.
I mean, it's set in Africa.
Set in Africa.
Bruh. God damn it. It'd be more racist if they weren't.
To be fair, I don't know that much about the game, so there might be more bad stuff about it.
True. Like, if they made it voodoo stuff, then that would be bad.
I think that the lore is that the zombie virus comes from Africa, but I don't think that's voodoo. I mean, voodoo stuff isn't African anyway. That's Jamaica.
It's meant to be a... African religions that were brought over in the slave trade, but
and mixed with Christianity somehow.
because like they didn't have the full the full thing of like the religions in Africa, so it got blended with other things.
Yeah,
but some people do think or like treat voodoo as being African, and that's why I said it would be a bit iffy if they did it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it came from people from African descent, but it didn't
exactly.
start in Africa.
Exactamundo.
Yeah. But anyway, the hell are we talking about?
Lady Grievous.
Lady Grievous.
Yeah.
And the good portrayal of separatists.
Exactly. Yes. What a wild ride.
You know what I think is like a fairly missed opportunity?
Oh, wow.
When they started making like prequel stuff, they should have made the Mon Calamari like the most staunch separatists, because they are like the rebel helpers.
It was
them and like Alderaan.
It was the Quarren though that were the staunch separatists.
Yeah, and they're like still like the racist ones and the bad guys in canon.
I don't think they should be the racist ones because they worked with the rebels.
I'm talking about Quarren now.
Yeah, no, I know the Quarren
ones.
worked with the rebels post Clone Wars.
Didn't the Mon Calamari do that?
Yeah, both of them did. They were united in their efforts against the Empire.
Well, my point is that Mon Calamari, since like half the rebel fleet is Mon Calamari stuff,
yeah,
they should have been like the biggest separatists, because it would make sense. They were fighting against the Republic. They would fight against the Empire.
Yeah, but the
Or
Empire is different to the Republic, so I think it still makes sense that they were fighting against the. You can fight against the Empire and be pro-Republic. I mean, they are literally the alliance to restore the Republic.
Of course, yes, but I think that since the point of the separatists is to be their own thing, there should be more representation among the rebels of the separatists.
Yeah, you got Cassian
which obviously
Andor.
You can't redo. You do have that, and you can't change the original movies. But like in the new canon, you should have more like who else are separatists. You should have more like whatever General Loathsome's people are.
We
should have
will
people
get more
like
in Andor. Actually, we'll get more in the
I do
Andor
hope
show
so.
because Andor, like Cassian Andor, did start out as a separatist, so they'll be doing. They'll have to do some kind of separatist origin.
Yeah. It does look like it will be more of a Rogue One prequel than anything else.
Which I'm
because
cool
apparently,
with.
like... I mean, on one hand, yes. Obviously, as we both know, Rogue One is both of our favorite Disney Star Wars movie.
Yep.
And, at least I really like Forrest Whitaker. I really like Krennic, and I think both of them are coming back.
Yeah.
But
apparently.
I don't know how I feel about like Cassian Andor's basically the entire point of his life. Like literally everything that he's ever done leading up to Rogue One.
I don't think it will be everything leading up to Rogue One. I don't think it'll be like that. I hope it's not, at least. But
we will see.
Yeah.
We will see. I do hope that what you said will be addressed, and obviously that. I do hope that all the shows will be good. Especially Ahsoka.
Yeah, I hope so too, but I don't know. As I said before, the Ahsoka show is probably the show I'm least excited for.
Yeah. I mean, her featuring in your least favorite episode of Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, I still think I'm actually of the opinion now. My opinion has grown to think that season 2 of The Mandalorian isn't actually that good.
Well, yeah.
I think it's got some good episodes, but I don't think it's. I don't know. I'm starting to think that it certainly could be better. I'm watching like the
definitely
Marvel shows are like consistently like all consistently good. I'm just like they've got more of a point to them than The Mandalorian ever did. So I hope Mando season 2 or season 3 improves. I still like it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I think where Mando wins is the atmosphere.
Yeah, I agree. Mando is great atmosphere, great all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Action. Writing is not its strong suit.
Maybe that's all Dave Filoni.
Maybe.
You never know.
Maybe. We'll see where it goes on from now.
Will Smith.
Whoa. And it's not like all the new shows are bad. Like Bad Batch is like consistently outstanding.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's been pretty brilliant. So,
and who knows? That might have had less Dave Filoni than The Mandalorian.
I think Bad Batch does have not that much Dave Filoni.
Who knows?
But what is your light side?
My light side is the action this week.
Oh my god!
I think this episode had some of the best Metal Gear Solid-esque infiltration and action that this series had so far.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed all the distractions they did with GS8. That really reminded me of like leaving like a porno mag on the ground and distracting the guards with it.
Classic
which is
Metal
something
Gear.
you can do in Metal Gear. Yeah, like all the stun grenades and commandeering the ATTE and the sliding and shooting and freaking Wrecker stepping on one of the cannons and bending it out of shape and pushing the other cannon towards another ATTE. So good, such good stuff. It was so smooth as well. My only gripe with that was that they reduced a shot of the ATTE's cannon moving into position 4 times.
Did they? I didn't even notice
even
that. Whoops.
Yeah, it happened 4 times. Other than that, the action was just magnificent.
It was magnanimous.
Whoa.
That's a big word. Whoa, Magnum.
It was mega... No, it wasn't that.
Uh-oh.
Make another game, Activision.
Whoa! Another game.
Is it Activision that made Battlefront?
No, it's EA.
Activision is someone else. Doesn't matter.
Activision make Assassin's Creed and stuff.
That's Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, sorry. Activision make
Isn't
Call of
Activision,
Duty. Call of Duty.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, which is Call of Duty is a bit weird sometimes.
Yeah, very edgy lately apparently.
Oh god. Yeah, the latest
Whatever
one.
Was the last one?
The latest one was a redo of a remake of Modern Warfare, and it has
I would have sworn there was another one since then.
No, that's the latest one, I think. Right? And,
I think there was one set in London.
That was the
Black Ops 4?
No, the Modern Warfare game had a mission in London when there was a big terrorist attack in the centre of London. It was quite edgy.
Of Modern Warfare?
Yeah, that didn't happen. It was a complete remake. Not remake, or reimagining.
Okay.
It had some of the same characters, but it was pretty much all brand new. And there was this edgy bit when the SAS are infiltrating a house, and then they go through door to door, and then you shoot the terrorists, and you can also shoot civilians. And it's bruh.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking of.
Yeah, it's like, do you
Bad
need to
vibes.
play that as a mission? But then again, do
I
you
guess
need
they're
to
trying
play...
to recapture the magic of No Russian.
Apparently that was their intent. But I think they're very different. I think No Russian is like... actually has a point to it, because you can actually complete that mission without firing your gun once. And so if you actually fire on any civilians, that's completely on you. And then you become the war criminal.
Yeah.
I do think
Not
it's uncomfortable. It can be
Spec Ops:
uncomfortable,
The
and
Line.
I don't spoil Spec Ops: The Line. I still haven't played it, but with Modern Warfare 2, like they did make it so you can skip No Russian.
Play Spec Ops instead of Halo ODST again.
Halo 3 ODST wasn't even that long. It only took me like 6 hours to complete. I think that was the first time I played it by myself.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah.
Spec Ops isn't even that long, but fair enough.
I know. I just need to buy it first.
Yeah. Or just, watch it.
No, I want to play it.
Apparently, the main story is 6 hours and 12 minutes on average.
Fair enough. It's not too bad.
No.
That's probably less than our podcast.
Well, it's less than our predictions episodes put together, probably.
Oh my god. Can't wait for our prediction episode on Visions. That could be interesting, actually. If we find
Does
out
that have a release date yet?
I think it's September, October. If we...
Because I was thinking, and I might delete this because it's just inside baseball stuff, if we can fit Season 2 of Clone Wars in between Bad Batch and that.
That would be impressive.
Yeah. That would be 5-hour episodes.
Oh my god.
Doable, though.
Yeah, somehow we talk about Bad Batch less than we talk about Clone Wars.
I think it's because Bad Batch doesn't have a lot of stuff that it ties back to or into, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's somewhat more self-contained.
That's true. Like, it's not... like, with Clone Wars, we can make connections to after as well.
Yeah, that makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, whereas with this...
And, we can't do... We can't do Clone Chronicles, obviously. Because the only clones that we meet are here, and we don't know where they go on from here.
That is also true. Talking of things of the Bad Batch, what is your bad?
Oh no, you skipped yourself. You have to tell me what yours is first.
No, I did it on purpose. I want to know your bad. I win.
Flawless victory. Finish him. My dark side this episode is the thing. I already previewed that. I do not like that we're kind of treading water, that we've been kind of revisiting the theme of Hunter and Omega's father-daughter thing like that many times.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily bad to make that an ongoing theme, but when he's literally learning the same lessons as he did in Rampage, episode 5, then, half a season ago, then it's a little stagnant. But still, props to them for getting the question of should we keep Omega around or not, that they got that out of the way in episode 2, Cut and Run.
Oh yeah, they did it back then.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
At least they didn't walk that back. Like, if he started thinking like, oh, what if we should find a new home for her? Then it would be...
Yeah, he sees an orphanage in Raxus and is like, maybe this would be a nice place. Yeah. And then they blow it up with the ATTE.
Yeah. Spec Ops the Batch.
Yes.
Or Batch Hops.
Batch Hops.
Batch hops. They're making beer now.
Whoa. Yeah, I think it's...
And they're also kangaroos.
What?
Because they hop.
Oh. Yes, I get it now.
And they have Australian accents, even though that's not canon.
Oh, God. Yeah, don't get me started on that. Only Omega has the correct accent, technically.
Yeah. You could make like an in-universe excuse that maybe they picked up that accent from like the Kaminoans or like in someone else.
Well,
but I'm pretty sure that Clone Wars Boba Fett also speaks wrong.
He does.
Yeah.
I think no. Clone Wars Boba Fett is voiced by Daniel Logan.
Oh, so he is correct.
Yeah. And also, the Kaminoans also have Kiwi accents.
So it's literally just... What's his face? Mr. Clones.
Just D. Bradley Baker, who can't do a Kiwi accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate. That's like was my gripe with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Is that, yeah, it's cool that they use D. Bradley Baker for the voices of the clones, but that's not their live-action voice.
Yeah.
It's not their canonical voice, so I don't know, it just never sat well with me.
They're Aussie-washing clones.
They're Aussie-washing, exactly. How dare they?
I mean, they're literally whitewashing them as well, but, you know...
They are doing that too.
Another thing. Or a whole another can of worms.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of yikes, what's your dark side, Freddy?
My dark side is... I just don't know how well, it's not really a dark side, because I was going to say your dark side. But this is a gripe kind of thing that I'm not really sure what to think of. And it's just... Like, I know it's a kid show. It's also not a kid show, but it is sort of a kid show. And it's got a kid gambling.
It's suitable for kids.
Yeah, it's got a kid gambling. And I'm just like, bruh. That's not cool.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like oh my god, this kid's so good at gambling. See, we wouldn't have known that you'd be so good at strategy if you didn't start gambling. And then other kids are going to be like, wow, maybe I should start gambling at chess.
We also have a kid killing people, though.
Yeah. But, I don't know.
It's just a kid growing up in military conditions. Like, they're not sugarcoating it that much.
I know, but I just
not
thought
as
it was
much as
weird.
the vendor does the Mantel mix.
Whoa. That's also my dark side.
Sorry, Markiplier mix.
The return of the Markiplier mix is also my dark side.
Is it actually?
Yeah, I'm replacing my gambling one with Markiplier mix. And also, when Omega eats the Markiplier mix, she doesn't actually remove one from the pile, because the pile of Markiplier mix is probably a static 3D model that wasn't made up of separate Markiplier mix spools. So when she takes one out and eats it, it doesn't actually affect the pile. But
that reminds me of a bit in Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes when Snake takes a grenade from his hip, but he doesn't actually remove anything. He doesn't actually remove the grenade from his belt. He just clones it and throws another one.
Wow. That also brings me to another... It should be my light side, and that's when Echo smells the... He smells the Markiplier mix. He's like, what the... Did you see that?
I did not.
He's like sniffing it. And I was like, what are you doing, Echo? Also, another
dark side. What the fuck was Echo doing in this episode?
Echo was like, Confederacy not to be trusted. I am political. I am a political character. Or whatever. And it's like, okay, Echo, why do you hate the Confederacy? Is it because you were indoctrinated?
Also, they were like, we've been over this, Echo. Stop saying this.
Yeah, it like implied that Echo has been ranting about it the entire journey.
Yeah, like that was all they did with Echo, and I don't like it. He's And just ironically, he's not an echo of his former self, he's a shadow of his former self.
Whoa.
He's just no one.
Shadow the clone.
He's just nothing.
It is Echo Shadow the Hedgehog.
I think that Shadow the Hedgehog is either a clone or he was made in a lab.
Oh my goodness, so Echo is becoming the edgy clone, the edgy anti-Confederacy clone. So he basically is...
Yeah, he already has a gun.
Oh my god.
Like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah. Shadow
I don't know
Echo
that if
Hog.
Echo can be considered the ultimate organism, though. But he can interface with computers, which, at least in our society, would be like the perfect organism.
That would be pretty handy.
He's Shadow the Clone Jog.
Shadow the Clone Jog. Oh my goodness.
The Clone Job.
Yes. That's cursed, but also spectacular.
I'm now looking at the footage, looking for Echo smelling the Mantel mix.
Yeah.
Right now I can't see anything.
He does. There's a little moment when he smells it.
Anyway. Oh, now I see it.
Yeah, he full on smells it.
He doesn't have any reaction to it.
No.
And he just doesn't have it in his hand anymore when you cut back to him.
It's kind of weird.
A little bit.
It's like serial killer vibes.
Oh no, don't say that. Now I'm gonna have to be worried about Echo as well as Dengar.
Oh my
his
god,
face?
no,
Crosshair.
Dengar.
Rothgar Dang, I think is the
Oh,
fake
yeah.
one from episode 9.
I hate that guy.
I don't even remember him being ever on screen.
I think he was... neither, actually. I know John Williams' character was also there.
Does Rothgar Dang have more of a page presence than Rose?
Oh my, probably.
I think he actually might.
Let's be honest, he probably does.
I'm looking it up. Rose Tico, episode 9.
J-Bo, pull it up.
Dictionary. Have you ever seen that guy getting hit by the thing from episode 9? The thing they rescue instead of the slave kids.
Oh god, yeah, the Fathiers.
Let's not talk about The Last Jedi.
No.
This is a silly place. I can't find her. Never mind.
Oh shit, you can't even find her in the visual dictionary.
No, I'm googling her.
Oh.
I googled Rose Tico and Rothgar Dang comes up.
God damn. Rothgar
Twice before like her actual page. What is this? Where is she?
Where is Rose Tico? Is she safe? Is she alright?
Hashtag where is Rose?
Unironically.
Ooh, she if Rogue Squad no what's it called? Is it Rogue Squadron? The movie? If that is set around that time, she could make a comeback there.
I doubt.
Hopefully.
That she will, because she's not a fighter pilot.
Well, she's not, but they need some support staff.
Yeah, but then she'll just be another secondary.
Or, like a leader. She could be like their captain.
I don't think they will
like,
do that. It would be nice for her to get a key role, but I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah. Or at least reference that she's doing well. She deserves better than what she's been dealt.
Yeah. It's like, no, sorry guys, I can't come on this adventure. I've got too much homework to do.
Yeah. There's no way that she had to limit her role because she was voicing Raya in The Last Dragon, right? That came out way too long after.
Yeah, that came out way after.
They came out in 2021.
And she wasn't even
unrelated.
initially cast for that film, so...
No, it was a Filipino singer.
Yeah.
Oh wow. How well did that even do?
Not very.
The dragon movie? That's a shame.
I didn't like the design of the dragon.
And apparently the dragon was voiced by Aquafina and was very unfunny and annoying.
It was like a Chinese dragon, but mixed with a furry.
It kind of looks like a very, very long unicorn.
Oh yeah. Like a feathery unicorn.
Like a My Little Pony unicorn.
Yeah.
Why can't I see the tomato score of this movie? Oh, there it is. 95% and 97%.
Whoa, that's a number.
Those are high numbers.
Doesn't always mean good.
Indeed. Just like the opposite, the low number doesn't always mean bad.
You know what?
Let's look at...
IGN gave the last this week's episode of Loki a 5 out of 10.
What?
I know, right? This week's episode of Loki was amazing, in my opinion.
I haven't seen it yet, though.
Oh, I really liked it, but IGN gave it a 5 out of 10. I was like, bruh.
Wow. Imagine
the Beatles song.
Well, that was a solo John Lennon.
Oh no, yeah, sorry, John
yes.
Lennon's song. That's what I meant. I was joking about it with my sister earlier yesterday, and I said the joke instead of said the thing. Sorry, I'm not very knowledgeable on the Beatles.
Fair enough.
I know
apparently, John Lennon not a very good guy.
No, I know that. Yeah, he sort of ignored his eldest son.
And he named the band Beatles to reference the fact that he beats his wife.
Oof. Yeah, true.
True fact.
Yeah.
That was the sequence of events.
That was
anyway.
Yeah, he was definitely already married to to Yoko Ono.
Anyway, I hate to cut things short, but we should probably move on to One in the Middle, the Bendu. Because my throat is getting a bit sore.
Yeah. And I need to eat food soon. So,
you need to.
What
was your One in the Middle?
My One in the Middle, the
Gotcha.
Bendu, is an observation I found. And that's that the Bad Batch don't kill anybody in this episode.
They don't. They've been stunning people left and right.
And that's
which they don't usually do.
They don't usually do that, and I'm kind of confused in many ways because I don't know. I feel like using the stun shouldn't be that easy because then why wouldn't people be doing it more, right? Because then that just makes a lot of the protagonists just terrible people for killing everybody.
Kind of.
So I don't really know what to think about them using the stun all the time.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
I just thought it was kind of
like
kind of weird.
If they were stunning, if the people they were stunning were like Raxalon guards subjugated by the Empire, that would make a lot of sense. But they were just stunning the clones.
Yeah,
and then they were just shooting them with the ATTEs anyway.
And it's not like they think, oh, the clones, poor clones, because, I mean, they've killed them before. They killed them, like, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah. It's a teensy bit inconsistent.
Yeah, so I either want them to be consistently killing, like, I know that sounds kind of dark, but consistently going for, normal blaster shots, or consistently going for stun blaster shots. But yeah, just an observation. But as we move on to your final One in the Middle, the Bendu, what was it?
Well, it's ironic that you said that it would be kind of dark.
Oh.
Because my One in the Middle is also an observation, but a much, much more minute and pointless one.
As most of these observations are.
But mine is, like, more so.
Oh.
Mine is that the hole into the tunnel that they blasted through when they were escaping from the ATTE looked like exactly the same as a tunnel with a hole in one bit of Dark Souls 2.
Seriously?
It just gave me a very strong vibe of a tunnel from the Giant Memories. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They're probably not even that similar, but I was just like, hey, that looks almost the same.
That's cool.
I mean, it's probably just me imagining it, but you know.
You never know. You get J-Bo to put an edit together.
I might, but that would probably just expose how dissimilar they are, so I won't.
Maybe not. Maybe
I'll
leave it to your
specifically
imagination.
tell him not to do it.
Yes.
And you know, it's unlike what freaking Cara Dune jokes about. This isn't an objective opinion, so.
Whoa. Yeah.
So yeah, take that as you will.
Take that, Cara Dune.
Take that, haters.
Whoa.
Okay.
On
Speaking
Air-Deraan
of
destroys haters. Do you hate to bring this episode to a close?
That is literally what I was about to do. And I hate to shill, but if you like this episode, or if you don't like this episode, like, comment, subscribe to our YouTubes. On Air-Deraan.
Yeah, on space Air-Deraan. Or email
Send us a mail at onairderaan@gmail.com. All one word.
Or send us a tweet at On Air-Deraan on Twitter. All one word.
All one word.
As Twitter handles tend to be.
As Morrigan tend to be.
As Morrigan, the man, the myth, the legend from Nar Shaddaa. So it's canon. So,
why do we keep bringing him specifically up?
I don't know. He's just a weird, he looks like a berry. It looks like a
he looks like a raspberry.
Yeah. A red raspberry.
And I don't stand for it.
So send us As Morrigan memes, and
send us Dark Souls memes and Mass Effect and Metal Gear. I know it's Mass Effect.
Yeah, send us Dark Souls entrance memes that look like the hole in this episode of Bad Batch, and we look forward to hearing from you. And I guess we'll see you all next time.
Yeah, is this like the only time we've actually done a send-off like this?
Well, yeah, we're actually sending off before anything bad could possibly happen.
Yeah, we could probably start doing that more. I mean, it's not like we're about to die, is it?
No, it's not like what we just said is our last will and testimony.
Yeah, it's not like this will be incredibly ironic, will it?
No, never, ever.
You may fire when ready.